welcome back to Map Gaming. So we're going to be doing a little bit different startup. I have recently discovered tram tracks. So, with that being said, let's figure this out. Actually, I've kind of already figured it out. I do apologize for that, but I mean, the point's still valid, right? It still counts. It's still, you know, whatever. And so when we do this, we go over here and then we can buy tram cars. Now, if we do it right, we hook those up and then those go to Virginia. And then we go over here to Virginia and then we collect these 3 and we sell them. And then now we have tram cars because we're starting to get in a lot of our cities like 79 people. Like, what are we doing here? Like, we have got to get these people shuttling around. So I've already started to kind of do that with a few of them and I've had great success. We are going to go back and revisit some of the other ones, but for right now, this is Washington, and it seems to be moving people around quite easily. I mean, we don't have as many people chilling and waiting for things, whether they're just not wanting to come to Washington, I don't know. But this one is moving rather effectively, so we do have that going. I did set up Maryland, and Maryland made sense for me to set up one because we have multiple ports coming in. This is quickly starting to become a one of our capital cities. It might not be growing here in the goods department, but it is very much growing in everything else. Like, we have quite a few people chilling here. We got people going to Massachusetts, we got people going to DC, and we have people going to Virginia. We also have people over here wanting to come in, shop around, whatever. New York isn't building, but then again, that's kind of a far travel. So let's kind of get into a few of our train rides here, just to kind of explore what the track that I built. I mean, why would you want to play the game if you don't get to see kind of the digital scenery that we have kind of cut through and obscured? So this one does have a few cave rides that are quite long on this journey. So, but this one we're pretty much going through like the mountain range. Like, we didn't go wind with the mountain range, we went straight through the mountain. So not much to see. I mean, you can see some stuff on the intake. I mean, depending on time travel and how time actually moves in this place, you could probably take a nap. So this is us getting into Virginia. Short, sweet, to the point. Works out very fantastically. Now we wanted to go to New Hampshire. We're not going to New Hampshire. Oh, that is jacked up beyond all repair. I can't fix the digitals on this. We're actually heading to Rhode Island. We jumped on the wrong train. So, I'll carry it out on the whatchamacallit, but that train over there goes to New Hampshire. This one takes a slight autosave, correct? And we travel down and becomes more like a roller coaster. Still working on the particulars of this one, and maybe I've done something wrong, but it doesn't seem to draw that much of a crowd. And basically all we're doing is jump in. You dock here, you get on the boat. Then we have the Virginia to New Hampshire. I decided to go over the little cove, kind of buttoning this place up. And then we travel all the way over here. and they drop off, and then everything's good. Now, this is the first city that I realized that we're actually delivering goods to, and I didn't have a passenger transport set up. So I set that up real quickly, and then in my process, I accidentally hit the wrong button, and that is how the tram system was born. So I was like, oh, we can do interesting things now. So I wanted to start using the tram system, one, because we're able to haul so many more people, and that just seems really worth it to me. And we'll loop it in like that. So, hoping that this is the right one. It is. We are going to go to 6, enter, and we're going to buy those. Now I'll click on those and New Hampshire. Hopefully that works out the way we wanted it to. And then we can come over here to New Hampshire and basically get rid of the 140, I think it's 140,000 that we just put in, and kind of get a more effective line. Actually what we might want to do is, I gotta do this first, but it should automatically do trams, and then we can do something like that. And then now we can check out the line, and it is still interesting. Oh, because it has to go this way. Like if we upgraded that one, it might change it, but yeah. So now they can go in a loop and do whatever, but they're not going to take this path unless we put like a marker here, because they got to, stop off here. So hopefully that helps build up this infrastructure a little bit. It's already kind of started to work wonders over here. Let's see what district we're in, because commercial district, of course. So we got 35 people waiting to do commercial. We got no one waiting to do residential, and no one really cares about the industry, which is, that's fine for me. How are we doing over here? Alright, we're doing better numbers. I can live with that. How's this doing? 24. Once again, I can live with that. We might need to add one more tram to this, but I very much like the tram system. The tram system seems to work. It keeps these numbers low, like 108. There is no way on earth that any kind of bus route or whatever is going to keep up with that nonsense. Like that's not happening in our wildest dreams, you know what I'm saying? So we can come in over here. I don't even know how this thing needs to go. Why can't I upgrade you? There we go. So let's figure out where all of our bus stations are at. Upgrade some of these roads. And I think we got them all. Just future proof in here, just in case. Alright, so come over here. Let's buy 8 of these, because I think this city's really popping off. And then we'll pop those on Massachusetts. Come in here. Let's get rid of these because we no longer need them. And we are playing with fire. I like it. Let's not get burned though. Alright, let's make sure our route is effective. It seems to be working very nicely. Around and around we go. And we still have yet to do any goods or fire for or fuel for Massachusetts. We're still slowly growing. This is another city that we would probably need to think real hard on adding a tram line. That's not the button I want. And we might as well. Let's get this thing going. Buildings. We'll just go in here and add a bunch of tram lines. Bing, bing. You know what? We'll use a little bit of sightseeing. Alright. Having issues being so far away. And then we'll come down here, around here. And something like that. Alright, we'll let the tram figure that out. Let's go buy a couple of these suckers. Probably need... Oh, we do not need 96. Can you imagine 96 of those things? Wow. That'd be a lot. Unable to find... Alright. Alright, so you go around here. Alright, there's the missing road. Alright, that should solve that problem. Now let's try this one more time. And I think I got more than that. Did I? I want this one, that one. Alright, we got 9. Not the one I wanted to get rid of. There we go. There we go. 6 vehicles. Yep, that should work. And we should start seeing these numbers start really dropping low. Are you even full? Alright. So, we got that going. That looks fantastic. These cities are really starting to take off now. So this one's, Washington still doesn't need any gears. We're starting to need construction material over here, which begs the question, do we start, because I mean, at this point I can truck it here, and we can just, it wouldn't, would it though? I don't know, I'll mess around with that. But we might be able to start getting some construction material going this way and just ship it all the way over here. Really wish these lines weren't this messy. I feel like we're getting into kind of some craziness. Alright, so we got fuel, we are not getting construction, and we are getting bread. So Georgia just went full bore over here. And, I mean, how are we getting construction material? We're getting it from here. Which this guy's coming over here and dropping off construction material. Which then means he could be picking up some bread. Oh no, because then they pick up bread here. We can work that out. Because, I mean, this train is long. Wait, this just gets construction, then we'd have to ship it up to here and then drop. Oh, that. Yeah, we would need definitely to remodel that one a little bit because that's hard. But, that being said, we also have bread that we can ship into here. We don't have to use this train station. It would be preferable, but we could use this train station, ship it in right here, and then if we look at our map real quick, There we go. We have a lot of tools. We have a few bread things, a few brick industries. Which, I mean, like I said, are possible. We could possibly, you know, like I said, get this guy going, get a train going this way, get a train following this thin line, park it right there. We can park it right here. Build a road on this side. We'd have to be, we could build a road right here or something like that, or build a road on this side or whatever. And then, boom, Midland's getting gears, which, holy smokes, we are fully stocked on gears at Midland. I just want us to take a second. Obviously, we're able to dump a lot at the same time, but gears are coming from all the way over here. This is how we're getting gears. This is what's being shipped. Obviously, we're shipping 22. The needs are different, but that's kind of impressive. I'm actually pretty impressed. That's from one side of the map to another. So it shows it can be done. So it literally comes over here, drops off. We have gears that go into DC. Then a train picks up and then takes the gears all the way to Georgia. Then it's put on a boat and then shipped over here, got on a car, and then bing, all the way to Midland. That's impressive. And the same with the construction. We got construction going here. We got construction going all the way to Delaware. So in all honesty, it might be possible to open up this train line and have it come. I mean, we could make a bridge over here, park it nice and slow somewhere outside of town, and then truck in fuel. That would work. It'd be a slow process, but it would work. How's this doing on? Alright, we got more than enough. You got 200 and something. You are barely carrying anything. So let's add to you. Cargo. Just to make sure I get the right one. There you go. I'll cut that thing down in half. That guy will come in, be able to put a serious hole in that one. Now, I think it's safe to say on other things, I wonder why this isn't growing. Well, we're not getting anything. Why aren't we getting anything? There's a train on this sucker. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere. This used to be full. Please don't take a hard right. Alright. Here's our Imosabi. He doesn't even have gears. Why doesn't he have gears? We need to start adding more trains. You're only coming back with 6 gears. Problems are arising on the front. Where's my money thing? Alright, so who's operating at a loss? This one, but I think I don't have that one set up right. So we got one passenger. Alright, so I mean it is setting up right. What is our next? We got a lot of red numbers here. New Jersey fuel. So you're bringing in fuel. Running cost, income. Income's quite... Okay, well, income's starting to pick up a little bit. Obviously, that takes a little bit of time. We're just having some issues here. I don't feel like we're operating... Oh, that was my bad. And maybe we're getting stuck somewhere. I feel like this line right here is completely stupid because we aren't getting anything across. We have too many trains coming out of this area. So we might need to change that around. But at least we are producing. We're getting a lot of logs in here, which is kind of what we need to begin with. How much are we doing? Yeah, we just need to figure out this plank situation over here. Where's my plank trains? Because you're supplying a lot of planks to a lot of different people, so we need to get on that. Actually, I'm just going to duplicate one. No depot found. What about home slice over here? Seriously. Wait. I mean, you're able to come in. Oh, no, you're not. Alright, let's get some train tracks over. Let's see if we're able to do this. Alright, now let's try this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. There we go. Now duplicate it. There we go. We did it. So that's going to give us another train, and hopefully that will help our gear production go up just a little bit. How's our steel going? We haven't even maxed this out yet. Maybe we need to, and I've been thinking about this for a few episodes, maybe we need to just redo this one. And what I mean by that is, one, have a train come in with just logs, a train come in with just steel, and have 2 lines, basically 4 lines, 2 lines coming in, 2 lines coming out. And we'll be able to give this guy more of what we want. More of what he wants, because right now, like, look, we're obviously it's 1-1 and we get that out, but yeah, I need to work a few things out. But I am glad I discovered the tram system. The tram system is a beautiful system, and it seems to be something that we needed for a very long time. All right, you got 100 stone, that's fantastic. You, my friend, are not operating effectively, but these guys got it up. How are we doing over here? Rhode Island, Virginia, that's 28, 14 per town. You want to look at it that way. Rhode Island, somewhere over here. Good night. That's a lot of brick. Yeah, this guy's... we could probably start. I think we could probably start supplying a few other people. It's just annoying to get it up there. Like right now, Georgia would be a good one. South Carolina. Obviously, these are train systems. Well, Georgia doesn't need it because we got that train system, but South Carolina would be a good one to get hooked up. We've kind of been neglecting them. I think that's Augustine would help. Pensacola. We need to start doing something with these 3. We've kind of been focusing on these over here, getting them really set up and built up, so might be time. And then it also, like, I just can't justify a car ride, but I can. What we can do, no, is do something like this. See if that makes this more enticing for them to go across. And then they are traveling. Yeah, there's really no long, easy way to get there. Like, yeah, no easy way. That one pretty much is what it is at this current point in time. The only thing I can think of is putting a port over here. This one be Virginia, making all new lines and having a boat come over here, dropping stuff off that way, because that's really the only way we're getting up there. What else is there? Oh yeah, we started growing New York. New York's not looking too terribly bad. How are we doing over here? I mean, for most of that stuff having to be shipped in, that's pretty good. Probably need to get a few more people on that, but. And then we got construction. We already knew that. Alright. I need to figure out why you guys aren't getting anything. Because your train comes through here. Let me look at my lines. You're green. Let's just... Oh, there it is. Alright, so... let me get my names. Where are you? Okay, so you didn't pick up any gears from here. Okay, is this even supplying? It's not even supplying Connecticut. Alright, so let's go to line manager. Alright, so this is one. For loading 50% of gears, unloading bread. Sweet. Then we go to number 2. And then we load 50% bread. And then we go to 3. And then we unload gears and bread. And then we come to 2, which... And then we load 100% of bread. 4, which should be this one. right, Massachusetts east, and then you go to 1, and then you unload bread, and you load gears. That's connected. I don't know why I did that. Come on, work with me, bud. Alright, so you're getting gears. You're having gears go that way. We're just not having gears go this way. Which I don't get. Alright, I'll mess with that in a minute. Alright, so 1, you're supposed to load gears and unload bread. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Then we move to 2. 2. Load bread, and then you go to 3, which is way over here, and you unload. Wait a minute, I could have jacked this up. Before this episode started, no, I want this one. So we want bread. I'm going to replace all of you. That's all material. And we're going to do the same thing with you. All material. Let's see if that fixes anything. Consumers. Connecticut's back on, so that was my fault. And Connecticut back on over here. Connecticut's back on. Alright, so it was my fault. So yeah, before the episode started, I came in and I started making sure all the vehicles were in proper working order. I also, in these vehicles, my drop-off vehicles, I made sure the maintenance, and I wanted to show you guys this so you could see it. No, cancel this one. So we made these high just to keep the drop-off vehicles in good condition so we can make this less of a problem. Obviously, it's going to be hard to do anything like that, but you get the idea. We can have it as close down to possible as anything else, then we're good to go. I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to have a think on how I want to connect up another city, and we're going to work on that for the last little bit of this video, is connecting up another city. I think over here would be our best bet, considering that Georgia's about to be a food producer, and then having Midland get their next rations. And then we need to start thinking about this over here. It's just not ideal. That's my issue. It's not ideal. It's not an ideal situation. So let me have a think on it, and then we'll come back and we'll do whatever the next step is together. So give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. So we have done quite a lot. In hindsight, let's kick this up to 3 times speed. So what I did was one created little trains. Oh my gosh, that was intense. Obviously we're moving at a higher speed, but oh boy, that was a little nuts. Alright, so it's going to take us a minute to get this line going, but one made tiny trains. I learned my lesson, and we are going to be shipping bread way up here to Georgia. Here's where we're going to plug it into the people transporter up here. That seems to be the best alternative instead of trying to thread it all the way around here and have it come into here. So for now, that's what we're going to do. I might end up doing something really stupid where if we need to get bread, we shouldn't need to get bread, but if we need to get bread like further up north, then I will have it here and then we'll dump it here and it will work sufficiently enough. I know that sounds stupid, but it is what it is. So before we go on any other look-sees, I just want to make sure, yes, we are providing Georgia with a little bit of bread. I don't think they're going to need a whole heck of a lot, but you never know. Next thing is that we did, and yes, we also added bread to Midland. And then while I was up here in the little breakaway, we did go ahead and add trams to everywhere. So Midland's getting trammed up. They probably have more than what they need, but guess what? We're moving people, and that's kind of the point of everything. So good news there. What I did want to do is I wanted to duplicate one of those trains just so we can get a little bit more oil going. We shouldn't have a problem with that. I did come over here. I don't think I trammed these guys. I don't think I trammed Pennsylvania. No, I didn't do them yet. We'll wait until we actually connect them with something, but I did we did do Delaware, and I think we did that in the video. Sorry, it's been a minute, so, and I've had a very crazy day, so bear with me as I try to get my bearings. So what we're doing is we're dropping construction material, and I'm hoping eventually, I want to click on this. Hopefully eventually we will be able to get construction material from there. Now, I want to make sure of something real quick. I think I did the lines right. So Maryland's getting one, which at this point in time, that's fine. We're still beating Delaware, so we're getting construction material on this train. It's coming here, being dropped off here, I think, and then being picked up here by the green train, being dropped off here, and then deposited in this thing, which then takes, oh wait, never mind, we're going further than that. It gets dropped off at this port, taken all the way back here, dropped off here, picked up, and taken back here, which then gets picked up and then taken into Maryland. The problem with that is we have, this one's a flickering one, and I believe when I last played, oh, that's cool. I didn't know we could do that. Anyway, so that's how the construction's getting here. It also, I want to say, yep, right here. So we could also start importing planks this way. Just pick them up right here, and then that'll eliminate this guy. And then obviously, I think it'd be easier. Hold on. Let's get a road. I'm just curious. Nope. No. Alright, so I mean it connects. So that would be an interesting thing, because then I'm pretty sure Maryland needs its own tools. So if we could get Maryland connected, then things might look a little bit better, because I'm pretty sure eventually we're going to end up, see, they need gears. We haven't upgraded New Hampshire. I'm going to play this so things start moving. But we can get, I don't know how we're going to get it. Because our tools are up here. Yeah, that seems very complicated. I was going to say we could come have tools, or gears, my bad, gears be dropped off here, put a cargo thing on one of these trains, have them come in here, dropped off here, and then picked up by this train, dropped off here, and then we can deliver gears. But obviously we'd need Virginia to keep their gear setting. I haven't hooked up Pensacola or St. Augustine's yet, just because like I said, this is, I don't even know how to at this current point in time, because what they need, I'm not even producing anything down here. Like, we need tools. Where do we produce tools? We produce tools up here. So we could get them down here. But once we get them down here, getting them to Pensacola and St. Augustine's a different story. I'm producing construction material. Only problem is there's no way to get to St. Augustine's from here. And even up here, furthest I could probably go is like somewhere over here, and then we'd have to ship them in. So obviously there are problems. Alright, so Maryland's needing bread. I don't think we're delivering bread. We also might be doing that as well. And I think that's also kind of what we're doing. So this guy's bringing bread back here, which is then being shipped all the way over here, dropped off, and then being taken that way. And I might go in, because this is like way too busy, and then build a road around here of some nature, or build it under and have it pop out over here, because this is starting to get a little chaotic. And are we getting, I mean, we're getting stuff. Our fuel's lacking, our tools are lacking, but I think that's because they aren't being able to supply enough of our resources. So we are getting about 109 in. It might be time, because if we go straight from here to here, obviously now the best point is going to be right here. I don't know. We need some reconfiguration here, because we have, how many trains do we have? We got 3 trains that are delivering various things to this place, and that's not even, we got tools to DC, so this guy's just hauling tools. We got plank. Oh, we do not have planks. Yeah, I don't know. We might leave that one blank. But, pause. So we're at 47. We're 47 things logged in. Let's duplicate it, see what happens there. Because, I mean, these trains aren't very long. And so that kind of helps us out just a little bit. Yeah, you need to pause for the cause there, bud. You got 14 out of 18. You got a couple of gears. So you're not going back empty, which is kind of the whole point. All of our ways, we're not going back empty. I mean, we have a few, like these guys, they're going back empty, but I mean, holy cow. Okay, we're gonna pause this and we're gonna upgrade this, because that's pretty bad. Let's get you guys a more effective engine. And then we can go and cargo and iron ore. Let's add a few more. Let's at least go to 100. Let's see how well that works. That is, holy cow, we're transporting 100% of it, but we're not even dropping off enough. So hopefully this now starts beefing up, because we almost got 20,000 coal. What we're going to also do is I'm going to duplicate that one. I don't care. We need our ore to catch up just a little bit. That's embarrassing. So if we can get that going, obviously I'm still hoping we can get, all right, so we should be good. We're gonna put a signal there just in case we decide to duplicate it again. Actually, we're gonna put a signal here and here. That should help. And then this will help this boost up, because now we're going to level 2, which we've only been at level 1. There we go. Now we're starting to move some ore. I just need you to move up. Come on, start digging. There we go. We're at 92. Yeah, now we're having issues with it keeping up with the train. That's perfect. See, now we're not even going back full. Or fully full, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Which is fine by me. Starting to build it up, which is then going to allow this to upgrade. There we go. Just small little touches. How are we doing on this? You're dropping off more fuel than what we know what to do with. But yeah, there's a better way to do this, and I'm kind of getting to the point where I think what we need to do is cut our losses with whatever we get delivered here, because there's no reason why we should only be dropping off 300. And then basically move this guy over. I don't even care if it comes through here, but then have each train, whatever that may be, on its own line. Because we have, you're over here. Are you mass producing yet? No. We're only transporting about 100. We're needing about 100 more transported. And you're probably doing the same, but you're actually boosted up. And yeah, this is creating a cluster. So we could put a train track right here. Hold on. This is gonna look a little dumb. I acknowledge that. I want 3, and we want this. I don't know if I want it that big. Let's try 160. Alright. We're gonna pause this. Yeah, I know. Let's get tracks going here. Why does I hate when my mouse does that. Alright, we don't ever reach max speed capacity, but I'm okay with that. Go to manage lines. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. Alright, let's go to this. Nope. Alright. Both trains are here. So what we can do is just go ahead and delete this. And a couple of trees, why not? Something like that. And then, yeah, I know. Manage line. Oh, yeah. So, there we go. Load logs. Pull. Do that. And then unload. And 10 seconds. And then let's see how effective this goes. Because then we're about to be able to just completely drop this And then we can connect these two. Let's go tracks. Okay, this is not working with me. There we go. Something like this. And then this way and that way. Oh. We left one. How do we get you back on your track? Alright, this is just a temporary thing. Why are you having so much issue doing this? Alright, we are going to delete. I just want to delete the sign. There we go, delete that. Then we're going to come across here. Maybe not. All right. All right, good deal. Now we got that one set up. Now what I want to do is come in here to these lines. And then, yes. Add this station, add that station. Load that. They obviously know what they're doing, but it doesn't hurt to be thorough. And then to pink. And then we can come in here. And then all right, hold on. We're working with some immature people. And then, just for the time being, oh my gosh. I just want you to get out of the way. Alright, please work for me. You're not gonna do it. Alright, let's try this. There we go. I think we got this working now. Okay, why aren't you going? Yeah, I see that. And now I don't see it. Okay, so you're supposed to be going. Let's look at line manager. Alright. Very straightforward. Very straightforward. So this is one. Wait. Alright, this is 2. Oh, that would help. And then 1 is unload. Is there a reason you're not leaving the station? Okay, add this station. And then add this station. 1. Load logs. 2. Unload planks. Number 1. Fill up. 60 seconds. And alright. Now I think we're playing with fire. Yeah, I know this looks a little bit dumb, and I get it, trust me, I completely understand. But now we should have no reasons why we're having any wood problems. Because now these guys are able to get in there untethered. Okay, go home. Thank you. No, go home. I think we need a manage line. Alright, so we're still on this line. 2, 10 seconds. I don't need you to wait a long time. 60 seconds, that should be more than enough. And then we should really start to bump this dude up. Look at that. Alright, now we're working on shipment. How's this one doing? Alright, now we're going back up. Alright, there we go. So now we're starting to get an influx in. I just need to get this guy boosted up for whatever reason. He's only... maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a problem. Who knows? Are we getting any of this stuff? Alright, so we're getting gears. That's, I mean, that's good. We're getting fuel. We should be coming in with bread. We did get bread dropped off. Bread is in the building. Not a lot of it, but bread is in the building. Alright, well, I think that's going to be enough headaches for today. I think that they'll solve that problem. What I'm probably going to need to end up doing is making this a train line, because, I mean, we're not doing a whole bunch of jack right here. And these cars get in the way. So it might be in our best interest maybe to build a train line and then just have it come into this third spot right here. We'll build a bridge over it and then park it right there. That way all the logs come in here and then the output comes in throughout here. Might be worth it. Yeah, we'll figure something out. Anyway, we'll zoom out of the map, just kind of get a little bit of a look-see. I did want to, I guess, real quick shed some light on this. So I went 4 lanes deep on this one, and it took me a minute to get this right, and I just want you to kind of understand what I'm talking about. See how it's all jacked up? It took me forever to figure this out. I don't know what was happening, but we're having train issues. So this guy is going to come here, first stop, load up on some stone, drop it off, pick up construction materials, and then drive them all the way up here. And then he's going to drop off the construction materials, go back to the stone quarry, and that's how South Carolina gets their supply of construction materials. And I did go to every town. I think I said this before, but I want to reiterate it. I did go to every town and make sure that they were that they did have every town that we came to did have tram cars. So every town that we were already transporting to, they all have tram cars now. The ones that we haven't started yet, obviously, I think the only one is Pennsylvania. They don't have tram systems yet. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to leave it here. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time. Later.